I'm going to try and convince you why Bitcoin is the best asymmetric investment opportunity I've ever seen. And I want you to remember one thing. If you own 0% of your portfolio in Bitcoin, you're actually taking far more risk than if you have a proper portfolio allocation. The only wrong exposure to Bitcoin is having 0% exposure.
Hi there, my name is Chris Mitchell. I'm the founder of Bitcoin Advisors, and I wanted to show you this short clip from Greg Foss, an institutional bank manager. He has managed risk and credit for over 2 decades. And here's what he has to say about Bitcoin. It is imperative you understand this because it has to do with the global economy, the debt cycle, and fiat currencies all over the world.
Well, first of all, this is a dated slide, but look at your top left-hand corner. That's the total U.S. government debt. 30 trillion at the time of this slide. It's now over 31 trillion. But the relevant number is at the bottom right-hand side. $170 trillion of unfunded liabilities in the United States, one country. It will never be paid back. It is mathematically impossible to raise that amount of money. And every single government in the world has the same challenge, okay? $200 trillion combined of a funded and unfunded debt the U.S. will never pay back. You need to protect against the debt spiral. It's as simple as this. The average coupon on the debt that they are paying right now is about 1.5%. Guess what the Fed is doing today and doing for the rest of the year for sure? Raising interest rates, effectively increasing the cost of their debt so that it's unsustainable. If the USA were a corporation where I spent my life trading junk bonds, it would be rated CCC. One notch away from bankruptcy, but they can print money. The USA will be the last fiat currency to fail, but ultimately all fiats fail. Bitcoin, very simply, as I said, the most important financial innovation and technology that I have seen in 35 years of managing risk. Okay? Well, don't own Bitcoin. It's volatile. Oh my God, it's gone from 70,000 down to 20,000. This is the volatility of the Dow Jones Industrial Average versus Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now less volatile than the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Don't mistake volatility for risk. Bitcoin is the best upside opportunity I have ever seen. I have a price target on Bitcoin of over $2 million US dollars per Bitcoin. Okay? Very simply, it's because it's based on the simple fact that I think Bitcoin captures 5% of global financial assets. And right now, global financial assets are 900 trillion US dollars. If Bitcoin gets 5% of that, that's $45 trillion. What's 45 trillion divided by 21 million? I'll save you the calculation. It's over $2 million a Bitcoin. I don't need Bitcoin for myself. I need it for my kids. I need it for your kids. I need it for the kids of Africa and less developed nations that somebody is going to start putting Bitcoin on their central bank balance sheet. I'd love it to be Canada. I don't think it will be. That being said, look at what's happening in El Salvador. Look at what's happening in the island of Madeira. There will be nations that adopt Bitcoin. They will be the winners. Okay, it's game theory. But do the same planning for your family. I'm not telling you you need to be 100% in Bitcoin. I'm not 100% in Bitcoin. But start with an allocation of up to 5% and then worry about the other 95% of your portfolio, okay? 5% is not a crazy exposure to the best asymmetric trade opportunity I've ever seen. I have never seen a more important technology that's going to change the world. If you love somebody, tell them to buy Bitcoin. Okay? It's that simple. When I tell you to buy Bitcoin, it's because I love you. I'm not saying don't own gold, but own Bitcoin. It's the best opportunity I have ever seen. God bless you and your kids. Thank you so much.
So there are only 21 million Bitcoin in the world, and there are 44 million millionaires in the world. That means if every millionaire wanted to just own one Bitcoin, guess what? There isn't enough to go around. So if you agree, like me, that owning Bitcoin is going to be a great diversification and the fiat money printing system is going to trash, then I'd recommend you put Bitcoin in your IRA so it grows tax free.